Alright guys, we're back with another Pokemon Masters video, and I'm a little bit late to this, but Adaman and Ursaluna are finally out in the game, and they're really good. So, we're going to be looking at their kit, their passives, their moveset, their sync grid, and then see if they're worth summoning for. Now, I did a video talking about them already, but now that they are officially released, we can actually go through their sync grid and see if they're actually worth it, because even though data mines, like, they're pretty accurate, or for the most part, they are really accurate, but you don't know because it's not officially out if things are going to change. So now, the way I'm structuring looking at these characters is when they're officially out, then we take a look at their full details, like their sync grid and all that stuff, because anything could change, right? So here they are. They are going to be a costume scout, so they're going to be very limited. So if you want to get them, then we'll see if they're actually going to be good. So let's just get right into it. So for the moveset, they're going to have Facade, Potion, Hazy Headlong Rush, which is going to be their buddy move, and then their trainer move is going to be called Times Are Changing. And the trainer move raises their attack by 6 stat ranks, raises their critical hit by 3, and leaves the user burned. Facade. The user's attack power is double when the user is poisoned, badly poisoned, paralyzed, or burned. Ignores the lowered attack from burn. So that's pretty solid right there. And then Potion, we all know what Potion does. He just heals himself by 40%. And then, of course, in the sync grid, most likely, he's going to get Master Healer and stuff like that for Potion. And then for the buddy move, activation condition, when the user is burned. Deactivation condition, when the user is not burned. The move never misses. The smaller the user's percentage of HP remaining, the greater the power of this attack. So pretty solid there. Its passive, Burning Dance, powers up the user's moves when it is affected by a status condition, ignores the reduction of the user's attack due to being burned. Passive 2, I don't even know what I just said there. Outrun 3, quickly charges the user's move gauge but when the user is affected by a status condition. And status con S moves up 9. Powers up the user's sync move when it is affected by a status condition. So basically with how his passive is right here, like we could basically like kind of make an assumption that like he's gonna have some buffs, multipliers and everything for his attack for being burned or having a status condition and everything. So yeah, not bad. So we could take a look at his stats like fully upgraded as well. So we could go level 150, move level 5, 6-star EX, and then we could just do the EX roll as well. So this is how his stats are going to look like. He's going to have 932 HP, physical attack 353, physical defense 223, special attack 271, and special defense 223. And the speed is going to be 317. So pretty solid, pretty solid. And his EX roll is going to be support, so that's going to be good. So I did talk about the EX roll and everything in the video, initially talking about them in the data mine. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave the link in the description of this video. And then for the sync move, as you can see over here, there's no additional effect, but because he's a striker, he does get AoE on his sync move. And then for his EX roll, the sync buff is doubled the first time the user's sync move is used, and that's going to be very good. So definitely a good EX roll to have on a striker. So now let's go to the grid. Starting off at the bottom right. This tile over here, Master Healer 1 for the Potion. Obviously expected that. Increases the amount of HP restored by the user's healing moves. And then for being 2 out of 2, that's what you get, Master Healer. And then for another 2 out of 2, you get Potion MP Refresh. And then you get, what is this? What's this called? Initial Pinch Physical Boost 3. Increases the user's physical move next effect by 3 ranks the first time it is in a pinch each battle. And then for the bottom right, when you're 3 out of 3 on the sync move, you're going to get, what is this? Danger Damage Guard. Applies the Damage Guard next effect to the user the first time its HP drops half or below each battle. And then for the other one, 3 out of 3 at the bottom right, Pinch Push 3. It reduces the sync move countdown by 3 the first time the user is in a pinch each battle. So pretty solid. And then, of course, like for the free sync grid options, for 1 out of 5 or whatever, you just get some Hazy Headlong Rush power-ups, which is okay, I guess. And now for the top right, for the free path, 1 out of 5, whatever, you get antitoxin, and I don't recommend doing this because this guy needs to get status conditions in order to be like really good. So do not pick up this. And then you get some Hazy Headlong Rushes power-ups as well. And then for being 2 out of 3, you get a Hazy Headlong Rush power-up 4. And then you also get Move Gauge Refresh on Hazy Headlong Rush as well. For 2 out of 2, you also get Lessen Burn 9, so it reduces the damage from being burned and mitigates the reduction of attack due to being burned. And then for 3 out of 3, you get plus 30 attack, which is actually a pretty big buff there. And then you get Haymaker. The more the user's attack is raised, the more it powers up the user's sync move. So that's the top right. And now moving to the top left, you get Lift, which prevents the user from getting paralyzed. And I definitely don't recommend picking this up either, because again, he needs to have status conditions in order to get the buffs he needs to get really strong. And then you also get Facade power-ups. And then moving into the 2 out of 5, you get Endurance. When the user enters the battle with full HP, applies the Endurance effect to it. And then you get Facade Defense Crush 9. And that's actually really good. And then you get Pinch Burned Hit, HP Recovery 9. Restores user's HP when its attack move is successful while being burned in a pinch. And then you get Wounded Sync Up 9, powers up the user's sync move when its HP is reduced. And Gritty 3, powers up the user's moves when it is affected by a status condition. That's what I'm saying right there. If you pick up this, you cannot get paralyzed. So then if you can't get paralyzed, you cannot activate this. But of course, you can get poisoned or you can get burned. Like on his training move, you automatically get burned. So like still picking up this is easily going to be a waste right there. So there's the top left. And now moving to the bottom right. Left. Oh my god. I do not know my direction. So bottom left is where we're at now. And you got Facade Move Gauge Refresh 3. And that's for being 1 out of 5. And then you also get Facade power-ups. And then moving to 2 out of 5, you get another Facade power-up. You get Facade Flabbergast 4. Has a 50% chance of leaving the target confused when a move targeting the opponent is successful. And then you get Times Are Changing MP Refresh 2. And then for 3 out of 3, you start to get Burn Hit Physical Boost 9. Increases the user's physical move next effect by 1 rank when its attack move is successful while being burned. And then you get Burn Hit MG up to 9. And then it charges the user's move gauge by 2 when its move is successful while being burned. And that's actually pretty good. So, and then of course 3 out of 3 you get Sync Move Power Up over here, and then Sync Move Power Up at the top as well. So overall, like, he's actually a not bad sync player. Like he's not bad at all. But is he worth summoning for? I would probably say no. I'm gonna be straight up. It is not gonna be worth summoning for if you have other ground types that are really good. Like for example, Groudon, Garchomp, and Cynthia. Like those options are very good. Don't get me wrong. Ursaluna is very good. And obviously having an EX role of support is going to be very good for a striker as well, of course, because you get the times to sync move buff, and they also have AoE on their striker as well. So like it's very good. It's a nice combination, and it'll complement them very nicely. And their stats are not the greatest, but I mean, with all the power-ups that they get and multipliers that they get in their sync grid, like they're definitely going to be hitting pretty hard. Especially Facade, because the move is doubled. So if you have them completely maxed out, this is basically going to be doing like 112 as base power when you are burned, because you get guaranteed burn on your training move. So like he's not bad. Like he's really not bad. I don't think Cynthia has an EX role, and I don't think Garchomp or Groudon has a EX role as well. So I would probably say Ursaluna has the advantage there just due to the fact that they have an EX role. But in the future, whenever Groudon and Garchomp get their EX role, they're going to be so much better. They're going to be so much better. So if you really want to get them, if you really like Ursaluna, if you really like Adaman, then go for them. Try and get them and have fun with it. But in terms of like who is better, I would probably say, like, even with the EX role, Groudon is still better. I would say Garchomp is better as well, just because like Garchomp easily has he has the AoE, just from on his regular moveset. This guy only gets AoE on his sync move. Groudon also has AoE on his regular moveset as well, Pre-Surprise Blades. And then Garchomp having Earthquake, so it's just so much better. So, like in the future, whenever they get their EX roll, much better than Ursaluna, 100%. Guarantee going to be much better than Ursaluna. But, like, right now, like I said, only thing that Ursaluna and Adaman have above Garchomp and Groudon are the EX roll of support. That's the only thing right now. Now, of course, like, let's quickly go to, where is it, the decks, and then we could just sort it out to, ground types, because I know I'm missing some ground types as well. So let's see, yeah, wow, okay, the ground type category is actually lacking. Wow, yeah, okay, so yeah, Groudon, Garchomp, easily still better. You still got Nidoking and, Giovanni, but I mean, like, they're not that great, of course. And then you got them, but, like, I mean, to be fair, yeah, you know what? Yeah, Groudon, Garchomp, easily better. But keep in mind that, again, they have the EX roll. Groudon and Garchomp, they do not. So, just keep that in mind, but in the future, they will get them, of course. So, is Adaman worth summoning for? It depends on what you have. So I'm going to leave it at that. It depends on what you have and what you need. If you need a good ground type, then go for Adaman. But if you already have Groudon Garchomp, then don't summon for him. Not going to be worth it. And go for Irida, because Irida is going to be miles better than Adaman and Ursaluna. So that'll be it. Hopefully this video helped you guys. Leave your comments down below if you are going to be summoning for him, and if you did end up getting him, and what you think of Ursaluna and and Adaman. That'll be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this helped you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video.